Okay, so what should the plan be before the Fed meetings on the 16th, right? I believe September 16th. And this is not financial advice, but it's just me trying to give input on hypothesis, right, of BTC and what may be a good purchase and what may be a good price for those purchases. So if we look at BTC, a lot of people are expecting a September drop. So it's possible that BTC can drop, down to 100 to 105K. Even Caesar himself was expecting that drop around 105K, right? And even though sometimes he could be accurate, sometimes not, but he's just one of the TAs, the technical analysis, that is predicting this red September. And a lot of people are also predicting this red September, but they still think that BTC will be above 100K, right? So if this does happen, I'm thinking it may happen before the Fed meeting, because the Fed meeting, if they have to cut, then a lot of people are speculating that the stock's going to go up, right? So just keep an eye on September. If you see BTC around 100, 105K, then you know that ETH will be below 4,000. And if BTC is 100 to 105K and you buy a leverage, which is right here, which I wrote is BITX, right? Then I would look around the $40 to $45 range and just buy in. And if it goes lower, I would double down, because people are expecting the bull from October to December or whenever it is, right? And a lot of people are projecting 150K for BTC on the low side, and on the higher side 250K. So you want to be safe. Let's say you bought in BTC BITX when BTC is 105K, and let's just assume that BITX at 100, BTC at 105K would be BITX at $40, right? So when BTC goes up to 150, I believe that BITX can go up to anywhere around 75 to 85, right? And that's when it doubles, and perhaps you can sell it before alts take off. Or either you can do a play on ETH, and if you see ETH dip under 4,000, then ETH will be under $140. And then when a run happens, ETH can probably go back up to 5K or higher. Because I noticed when ETH was about 5K, ETH was 185 to 190. So just imagine if you buy ETH under 140 and it gets to 190, that's a profit of $50 a share, right? So I'm just putting it into perspective. And then sold to me, like Solana, feels like an underdog, because a lot of people are not really talking about Solana, but Solana is the one that you may want to keep an eye on as well too. And if Solana hits under 190, maybe even under 180, then SOLT should be 18 to 20 or even lower. And I'm gonna look at that price point, right? So SOLT might be a pretty good buy at under $18. I would say 15 is a really good buy. And then if Solana gets back up to 300 like it did before, right, or even higher, then SOLT should go up to $40 or $50, and you can make 100% profit, right? And you might want to do a play on all three of this, which is BITX, ETH, and SOLT. And then you can sell when your profit is up by like 75% to 100%. And then what you can do is now you have more money to roll into LTCN or BCHG or any of the other Grayscale trusts that you feel like it has potential. But the reason why I'm so big on BCHG and LTCN is the volume that it had. I think they were the leaders in having volume in the last crypto cycle. So just based on that, I would I would invest more heavily into BCHG and LTCN. And like I told you in my previous video that I made, LTCN literally had investors pump $2 billion in 2 days. So that's how fast it can go up when it's ready. A lot of people right now, I'm pretty sure they're following the narrative of BTC is going to hit 150 or higher. So until they see that big run and then they see the BTCD drop off, that's when they know that it's going to, flood into Ethu and Solana. And then after Ethu and Solana takes off, so when you see Ethu at like 5, 6, or 7,000, that's when you know that you should sell. I'm at ETH, right? That's when you know that you should sell Ethu and then hop onto like Grayscale, right? Because that's when people may pump it up. Once again, this is not financial advice because everything can fail. The crypto run may be over, and perhaps you're right. But if you still believe in a super cycle, like a lot of the crypto bros still believe that we still have a run and everything is in line with the previous cycle, it's just a little bit longer, then you may want to consider looking into BITX, ETHU, ETHU, and SOLT, just to make a little bit of extra profit so you have more money to roll into these other Grayscale funds such as LTCN and BCHG. So with that said, I hope that you can continue to like my video and to share my video, because it's so important for us to get more people to watch Grayscale stuff, right? And for us to try and pick up even more investors. So maybe this time around, instead of LTCN being pumped to 4 billion, we can get people to pump up LTCN to 10 billion, and then we'll see astronomical numbers for LTCN and hopefully BCHG and then other Grayscale trusts as well too, with the rotational methods. So this is the video that I have for you. I hope you enjoy it. So please like it and share the video. Just try to share my video to 2 other people that doesn't know about Grayscale, and just ask them what they think. Okay, so with all that said, I'm probably going to make another short soon to tell you guys how many investors we would need to pump up BCHG and LTCN. All right, good night.